What's going on, everybody? We're back. It's your friend Will, and we're about to jump into competitive constructed, trying out some more Jeskai. This is the top 8 list that, shoot, what's his last name? Florian Trott'es played at GP Lille. Interesting take on Jeskai, a little more proactive. 4 main deck, Crackling Drake, main deck Niv-Mizzet, Star of Extinction, one on the main, one on the board, to help you deal with the Carnage Tyrant, and then interestingly enough, it's a 61 card deck. So I know that the commentators remarked upon this. This is something that you should never do. But you know what? If it's good enough for the GP, it's good enough for me. Let's go to competitive constructed. Let's go ahead and register 61. And we're just going to try to figure out the sideboarding on the fly. But time to return to Jeskai and see how it feels. I want to thank everybody who's been, watching here, enjoying the content, posting their comments, always appreciated. If you are liking it, please hit the subscribe button. Trying to grow that number. Here we go, into round 1. I think with the opt, it feels like this is keepable. We need another blue source to hit Drake. Yep, enters tapped. Geez, a tribal deck again. What is it with these? Alright, so we're going to be digging for a Clarion here. Oh man, this may be the worst one that we can see because Clarion does not clean this up. They're not even attacking. That bodes well for us at least. We need answers. Unfortunately, this deck is super light on answers. Alright. We have Essence scattered for whatever they play this turn. We're probably going to get beat down very quickly by this card. We don't have any Novas or Settle the Wreckages to play to deal with a board that is bigger than 3 toughness. I think we've just hoped that they're going to tap out for like a 4-drop Merfolk here and we get a nice counter spell in. Oh. We're using it. Now we hope they don't have Negate or something. Okay, cool. So we're saving ourselves at least 2 damage this turn by doing that. Silverkill Adept. I kind of think we're just playing Drake this turn. Something that can block. Something that draws us a card. And if we can get to Star of Extinction, the 1x, we're probably in a good place. They're getting to the point now where they can just forego attacking to draw. Not good for us. Oh boy. Well, that's something that's easily answered by Clarion at least. All right. This is a free block, right? Geez, another land. I mean, lands are technically good. Teferi really doesn't do very much for us here. I guess we're just going to hold for Insight. Probably just losing this one. So between this game and then the game we played the other day with another Izzet deck or another Jeskai deck, these play patterns feel really bad. Not having these sweepers feels like you just sit there, you do nothing, you draw cards, and then you lose because you don't have Nova. So it leads me to believe that these decks are probably really tuned to win mirrors. Well, at least they kept a dead card on top. And it seems they didn't use their Kumenet's ability to draw, so they don't really know what their own cards do. They're just going to play Kumenet out. Another Waters, okay. This is going to be really hard to beat also. Now, in multiples, because every creature they play is just going to make 2 extras. So even if we do find a way to sweep the board, they're not attacking. Well, they might just give us the win here, which would be super cool. Because we're not really close to winning at all. 1, 2, 3. So Rao only hits for 3 right now. It's probably worth it to play Teferi and plus here. Just to keep digging, and maybe it will absorb some hits too. We just get a couple more spells into the graveyard. This Rao is actually going to be... Oh, not anymore. They're just going for this play. Shoot. They realize their Kumenet has an ability. We were kind of banking on them never activating this since they didn't draw with it. Alright, they play the land. I guess we see how much they send. None going to Teferi, huh? Yeah, none going to Teferi. So we'll just block 5 here. Our out is Star of Extinction. It's not even that good of an out, unfortunately. Well, actually it would be because we'd have Essence Scatter Mana up as well. That's not Star of Extinction. All these cards that don't answer a single permanent. I really wonder how this deck is supposed to beat anything that resolves. We're just dead, right? Even if we minus. Maybe there's a chance they attack a Planeswalker? Maybe there's a chance they play around Settle the Wreckage here? I feel like they're just going to go for the lethal, though. Yep. Why play around it? I'm playing Merfolk. We're not playing Merfolk to play around Solar Wreckage. Alright, well let's hope that I think we do have a good amount of sideboard here. So we'll bring the Sealaways. Bring the Lyra. Bring in Justice Strike and Star. Invoke seems okay too against their enchantment. I don't think we need Negate. Sinister Sabotage honestly seems like a bummer. But on the play I can see it being a lot better. The Drakes might be bad. I don't know, everything kind of seems equally good and bad here. Maybe we don't bring in the Justice Strike. Yeah, I'm going to cut these. These felt really bad that game. We didn't really have time to play them. Niv-Mizzet seems very good. Ugh, this is so hard. I'm gonna cut one Drake. Invalid deck. Oh, that makes it easier. Because it's 61. I was like, oh, why am I having so much trouble getting down to 60? Well, we registered 61. Mystery solved. Well, we have the Clarion this game, and we have Essence Scattered for Kamena. We do need to find red source. We're pretty much not going to scatter a 2-drop that can get cleaned up by a Clarion. We're only going to scatter something with 4 toughness like Kamena. Perfect. Merfolk Trickster resolves. Alright, Deep-Root Waters. That's a good recurring source of card advantage for them. Alright, so we're just going to clean it up with Deafening Clarion this turn. Looks like they're digging for land. I wonder if they'll even play another Adept here. Yep, which is kind of worth it for them. Since it does replace itself. Okay. So. Oh, I don't like this little graphical mistake here. Looks weird. I think we have to let these resolve. Really, we only care about Kumena. Everything else we can sweep up. Yep. Let's just hope they're not sitting on like 3 more. That would really suck. No. Also kind of sucks to keep drawing land. And we just need like 1 sweeper to win. Yeah. They didn't seem interested in attacking the Planeswalker last game. 3 spells though is a little low to beat these decks. Like 3 total spells. I don't know if that's going to do it. So they can totally kill Teferi here. I wonder if that's what they're going to do. Looks like they're not. Looks like they also may not know how to attack Planeswalkers, but this one's going to attack Teferi. And these 2 aren't. Oh, and they're growing at instant speed. Okay, so this sets us up if we draw a sweeper. And again, we're rewarded. But we have no draw otherwise. Like, no way to get to it if we don't draw naturally. Alright. Let's make them have it again. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they could actually come pretty close to just straight up killing us here too. I don't want to say this is a bad matchup because we've just been drawing like miserably here. Even with Teferi activations, we're not finding anything. But this is I mean, this card is like designed to beat control decks more or less. Oh, so now they're respecting Settle the Wreckage. They decided not to do it last game. But this game they are. Interesting. Wow, we just fucking lost. Well, what's the play? Teferi plus again. And then hope we hit Clarion off of it? I guess so. Come on. Hey, we got there finally. A spell. And we even get Essence Scatter. We have a shot now. These enchantments are obviously just going to destroy us, though, over the next couple turns. Drake is a good start, helps us block. Niv-Mizzet would be sick. Speaking of... They couldn't give Niv-Mizzet flash? Come on. They already gave it uncounterable, might as well give it flash. Another Deep Root Waters. And a Merfolk. These all have hexproof, by the way. Spell, please. Oh. That sucks. Don't have enough red in play. I'm going to go to 1 here. Yeah, they more or less have to shove. Yeah, and I have to block here, unfortunately. Jeez. Alright, so we need another sweeper. Search doesn't do it. Seal away doesn't do it. Yeah, we lost. We couldn't, if these didn't have hexproof, come on, we could have picked them all off with Niv-Mizzet. Oh, these draws. We got lucky when we got the second Clarion when we did, but all of our draws prior to that were just land. We had no interaction. None of these trigger Niv-Mizzet. That's too bad. We could have gone like, we could have had a run here that was like opt into opt and actually grown the Drake and done enough damage potentially to maybe even kill them from where they were. Because this would have been 9. So if they think we have settled, they just send 4 creatures, right? They're being disciplined, they're playing around it. Yeah, 5 makes sense too. They got us. Hexproof. Hexproof is a killer. Can't interact with them. Not even the Niv-Mizzet gets there. That's super disappointing. I mean, those games didn't really feel close. We actually just could never answer their board at any stage in the game. That's why I've always preferred the Cleansing Nova Settle the Wreckage builds, because I just feel like it felt like game 1 at least, like on turn 2 we just lost. Like we just had lost the game. And we had maybe there was one turn. I mean, even with the Chemister, I mean, once they played the Chemister though, like even top decking Deafening Clarion wasn't very good. We had turns where drawing Clarion would have been fine. I don't know. It never felt like it was going to be close. And if they had played with their Chemister better, then they could have gotten out of Clarion range very quickly. They just chose not to play that way. Game 2, we swept their board twice, and we lost to their enchantment. Like, again, not even close. Every time their deck is probably all creatures. So pretty much every top deck that they were going to have that wasn't the land was going to make 3 hexproof 1/1s. Which basically means it demands another Clarion. You know, this felt very bad against a deck with a lot of creatures. I guess Lyra would have been good. If we had drawn Lyra, maybe we should have brought in the Cannonade to think about that kind of scenario where they get multiple enchantments in play. That's another cheap answer to them, but this just feels really bad against the rest of their deck. Because they have ways to grow it so much. I don't know, maybe that was the one card we should have brought in. And maybe Revitalize. I don't know, the life would have been good there, the way that they attacked. But I'm not sure what we take out at a certain point. We need a lot of these cards, so maybe we should have taken out the Star because it's too expensive. But I wanted a way to beat a big board if we got in trouble. Alright, well that was it. Round 1 in the books. A loss to Merfolk. Some food for thought on how to sideboard, maybe. And, you know, maybe it's telling us too that both of these decks that top eighted didn't top eight by playing against a lot of flood the board creature decks throughout the day. They probably top eighted by playing against a lot of like other blue-red decks and green-black decks that don't go quite so wide so quickly. But all right, that's it for this one. We will be back with the next round soon. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to comment and subscribe and let me know your thoughts. And we'll be back again shortly. Later.